Good evening. I'm your local weather authority, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates. We've got some beautiful weather on the way for the rest of tonight with increasing clouds. Tomorrow, a cloudy day. Temperatures stuck mainly in the 50s. Even a chance for some passing rain showers into the afternoon. Rain chances do increase Tuesday night. We'll have that full forecast coming up. WYZZ News.
Good evening. I'm Rebecca Brumfield. Thank you for joining us, especially those watching live on WMBD Plus. We're continuing our team coverage on the trial of Sean Grayson. He's the former Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy that's facing 3 counts of first-degree murder for the killing of Springfield woman Sonia Massey in her home in July of last year. Something that was a surprise today. Grayson took the stand just as court began at 9 a.m. Our digital reporter Andy Kravitz noticed that he spoke clearly, assertively, and answered all questions given to him from his attorney, his defense attorney rather, Daniel Foltz. Another testimony says Grayson's actions that early morning were not improper. Rather, Glenn Corbett, an expert on police use of force, says Grayson's actions were proper and not a violation of general practices. Inside and outside of the courtroom are 2 different atmospheres, though. One person that has been at the rally each and every day says that they want to see more people out supporting Sonia and her family.
We hope that more people will come out and support the cause. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and we feel that justice was not served and that Sonia should still be here.
In his testimony, Grayson says his service weapon was the only thing that he had to stop the threat of boiling water. He also said not all deputies carry tasers in Sangamon County, and they can decide if they want to carry one or not. Head online to CIProud.com to read our digital reporter Andy Kravitz's full recount of the case today. It's on our homepage. And a crime alert out of Galesburg now. A man has been arrested after a woman was found dead on Sunday. Just after 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, Galesburg police responded to a home on North Sowangathaha Road for a wellness check. When they arrived, they say that they found a woman dead outside of that home. They say it appeared that the woman had sustained blunt force trauma to her body. On a Monday, just before 9 a.m., police say they located 29-year-old David Nicholson Klingerman Jr. He was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The incident remains under investigation. And continuing our crime alert coverage, 2 juveniles were shot near Treewind Middle School right after school let out. According to Peoria police spokesperson Simone Roth, one of the boys had a gunshot wound to the leg. He's now at the hospital with serious injuries. The second had a graze wound to the hand and then was sent to the hospital, but is expected to be okay. We're working to learn just how young they were. Suspect information also has not yet been released. The incident remains an active investigation. Around Illinois now, a Knox County woman will spend 50 years behind bars for murdering an ex-police chief with eye drops. Makwana woman Marcy Oglesby was sentenced today to 50 years in prison for poisoning a former police chief, Richard Young, more than 2 years ago. The video you're seeing now is from October of 2023. Young's body was found in a storage locker in Makwana on October 7th of 2022. Reportedly, the two had been in a long-term relationship. Prosecutors believe she poisoned Young with eye drops. In July, she was convicted of this crime at a bench trial. Under state law, Oglesby must serve 100% of her sentence, which means the now 53-year-old will likely spend the rest of her life in prison. Well, Rivian is preparing for layoffs that will amount to about 4.5% of its workforce. The announcement came from the Normal company's CEO, and it was sent to employees last week. The announcement said, quote, "With the launch of R2 in front of us, we have made the very difficult decision to make a number of structural adjustments," end quote. It's unclear what facility, location, or office might see the majority of job cuts or exactly how many people will lose their jobs. The changes are being made to streamline the customer journey and elevate the company's marketing efforts, according to the CEO. And a health alert tonight, plan on getting an extra hour of sleep as most of the country falls back into standard time. But make sure to get outside for some of that morning sun, as it will help your body clock reset faster. Daylight saving time ends at 2 a.m. local time Sunday, which means that you should set your clock back an hour before you head to bed. Standard time will last until March 8th, when we will again spring forward. New research from Stanford University finds that switching back and forth is the worst option for our health.
If you can, go outside. If not, try to be in a brightly lit room as much as possible, or sit by a window. This will help facilitate kind of shifting your clock faster. in the fall.
They found a permanent standard time is slightly better because it aligns more with the sun and what's called our circadian rhythm. More light in the morning and less at night is key to keeping that rhythm on schedule. In the Twin Cities now, the Dean of Career and Technical Education at Heartland Community College is being honored. Adam Campbell has been with HCC for 4.5 years. He's being recognized by the Technology Education Association of Illinois as Administrator of the Year. Campbell oversees many of the college's technology programs. He's helped build many of them from the ground up. Campbell says that he couldn't have done it, though, without the help of his staff.
We wouldn't be able to do anything of what we do individually. We are truly, within the division and within the college, we are a team. So the president, all the way from the president up at the very top, very supportive of the work that we do. So this is, everybody here at the college plays a role in this.
Campbell received the honor at the Illinois Technology Education Conference this past Saturday. Sophia's Kitchen in Peoria, is seeing a big increase in the number of families coming in for meals and groceries. Staff say the need has grown dramatically with concerns rising over a possible pause in SNAP benefits. Program Director Claire Crone says they're serving as many as 700 meals in a day. That's nearly double what they saw just a few months ago. She says families are calling daily, with many saying they don't know where their next meal will come from.
We are serving at least a third more people than we had been in the past. The need Friday pantry has grown quite a bit. Last year we had been serving about 70 people about this time. This year it's 130 or more. So people are very desperate. They're very worried about the SNAP benefits not going through this month.
She says the kitchen is always in need of canned goods, pastas, or holiday food items. Donations can be dropped off at Sophia's Kitchen or ordered directly from their Amazon wish list. And a follow-up now, CJ Harvest Supermarket in Peoria South End is still undergoing the process of construction, pushing back its original September opening date. The supermarket is located in a designated food desert. Last year, the supermarket was awarded a grant by Governor J.B. Pritzker worth $1.5 million to help bring fresh food to the area. Owner of CJ Harvest, Chuck Brown, says the store is expected to be completed soon.
We're excited. Our refrigeration has arrived. We have our building permits going into the city. At this point, it's just a matter of construction. So there's no more obstacles or anything, any barriers. We're well on our way. So it's just a matter of our contractors getting in, doing their part, and completing the process.
CJ Harvest is expected to have a soft launch in December and a grand opening in January. Well, here's a story making us Central Illinois proud. One local business is helping out a Tazewell County nonprofit organization to keep the county's pets happy. Two Men in a Truck is donating essential pet supplies to the Tazewell Animal Protective Society, or TAPS. These include things like food, pet hygiene supplies, cat litter, and more. Janet Christensen from Two Men in a Truck shares how much this means to the community.
As a local pet owner and a local business owner, it means a lot to me to donate back to TAPS. We have April, we've had her for 8 years, we got her from TAPS, and we hope that there are other people in the community who can benefit from this great organization.
The company has donation boxes in 9 different locations across the region. If you'd still like to donate, the boxes will be collected from their locations and then delivered to TAPS on November 2nd. Well, this week's CA Hero is a double Blue Star mother who started as a supporter for Gold Star military families. Her personal passion project grew from Central Illinois to a nationally recognized nonprofit. Patty Latch began America's Gold Star Families in 2006. That's when she started attending funerals of fallen Central Illinois heroes. Her 2 sons came home, but she says she knew in her heart that she had to support the families who paid the ultimate sacrifices for our freedoms. The nonprofit provides various programs and services to our Gold Star families.
To date, we have sent 1,500 children birthday cards with an enclosed gift card. We have awarded over $125,000 in scholarships to Gold Star family members. We have not 1, not 2, but 3 Fallen Heroes Trees of Honor. And then lastly, but not hardly least, We provide a grief and financial counseling to Gold Star family members, and we underwrite all of those costs. In fact, our families never pay 1 penny for anything.
You can catch that full story on our website, ciproud.com. Just click on CI Heroes, which is underneath the Community tab. And now let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Chris Yates, for a quick look at our forecast. Chris?
Yeah, weather today looking pretty good across central Illinois. We've had some clear skies, but cloud cover is expected to increase as we head through tonight, but really nothing going on across the state throughout the evening. Cloud cover will, however, continue to increase from the rest of tonight. We'll stay dry, but we will get some better rain chances pushing into the area by tomorrow afternoon. Here's what we can expect Tuesday. Temperatures cool, 49 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning. Skies will then remain overcast. By noon, I wouldn't be surprised if there are a few light sprinkles or even some rain showers out there. Just don't expect it to add up to much. Rain chances will then begin to increase for some of the area by tomorrow evening, becoming more widespread tomorrow night. I will have that full forecast and more coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, coming up, 2 men are in custody regarding the Louvre heist from last week. And now the focus is getting those precious jewels back.
The Storm Tracker Camera Network is sponsored by the Uftring Auto Group. If we wouldn't sell it to our family, we wouldn't sell it to you.
Now, your local Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates.
Welcome back. It's been a pretty good day across central Illinois. Certainly the evening has been off to a terrific start, though cloud cover is going to begin to increase and continue to increase as we head throughout the rest of tonight. Our attention, though, is with the next storm system coming in from the west. It's been producing snow up in the mountains of the Rockies, rain on the plains, and that rain extending all the way up north into parts of North and South Dakota, even up into portions of southern Canada. Now, unfortunately for us, this is not going to be a drought buster of a system when it gets here. The storm system is going to be impacted by this area of high pressure, which continues to reinforce dry Canadian air across central and northern Illinois. So while the system will continue to progress eastward and the main core of the upper level wave dropping to the south, notice a lot of that rain, at least through tomorrow, stays west of the Mississippi. Now, it wouldn't be surprising if we do get a few stray showers and sprinkles developing across central Illinois tomorrow. But anything that's going to be beneficial, that steady rain we'd like to see for hours on end, yeah, that's all going to stay to our west. And you can thank that high pressure system off to our north for keeping that dry air around. In the near future for the rest of tonight, the cloud cover just keeps rolling in. It'll be quiet otherwise. Winds will be light. Temperatures dropping back into the 40s. A little cooler perhaps with some low 40s in our northern counties, but for the most part, it'll be a very seasonal night, if not even temperatures slightly above average. All right, through tomorrow, cloudy skies are expected for a better part of the day. There could be a break here and there in the cloud cover, but more importantly, overcast skies with a few stray rain showers and sprinkles possible throughout the day. Keep in mind, the better rain chances arrive tomorrow night. Highs are set to be in the upper 50s for most. Peoria up to 57. Same story down in Havana, very close to, if not just a few degrees below average. But by 7 o'clock Tuesday evening, notice the steadier rain still west of the Mississippi. We are going to see this starting to fill in a little bit across central Illinois. So I do think we get some scattered showers that develop. It's just the real heavy, steadier rains that can actually really help with our drought. That's all going to stay across southern Illinois this time around. Meanwhile, by Wednesday morning, we get some drier air pushing in. Skies then start to clear, but gusty winds will become a bigger issue. Winds will be blowing out of the northeast, sustained at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting up to 35 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. All said and done, your beneficial rainfall all stays further south. You're looking up to 2 inches of rain down there. Half inch or less is what we're expecting here in central Illinois. Those half-inch totals will be a bit closer to areas like Macomb and Havana. On the other end of the spectrum, not much rain at all for Peru and Pontiac. In fact, this could prove to be an optimistic 0.15 of an inch for Pontiac, and then about 1/4 of an inch of rain is expected along Interstate 74. So some rain's better than no rain, but don't expect much help when it comes to our drought. All right, let's talk Hurricane Melissa. It is a beast of a system. 175-mile-per-hour winds. The storm, very tight eye wall just off the coast of Jamaica. This is going to be a devastating storm for the island of Jamaica as we head into tomorrow. In addition to making a sharp turn to the north and east, this storm is moving slow enough. It is going to drop about 20 to 30 inches of rain over portions of the nation through tomorrow and tomorrow night. On top of that, they're dealing with what will likely be the strongest hurricane to ever make landfall in Jamaica. And you can see how most models take this storm and turn it abruptly to the north, right across the western part of the island. The forecast is for this to maintain its strength as it blows through Jamaica, and then on Wednesday, early Wednesday morning, likely making landfall in Cuba as a Category 3 storm. The storm from there then works its way back out into the open waters of the Atlantic and is not expected to impact the U.S. All right, close to home, we're looking okay. We've got some rain showers tomorrow, better chances of rain tomorrow night, gusty winds on Wednesday, but everything clears out just in time for a nice, pleasant, and seasonal Halloween.
You're watching WYZZ News at 9.
Welcome back. We're learning more about the shocking daytime heist at the Louvre last week. 2 men are now in custody, and police say they're closing in on the other suspects. Fox News senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palcott has more from Paris.
It was a heist that stunned the world and sparked a massive manhunt. Now 2 men are in custody, suspected of taking part in the Louvre Museum robbery last week.
A week later, it does feel a bit late. We wonder how this could even happen, but it was important that the guys were caught.
Paris prosecutors say the arrests were made on Saturday night while one of the men was preparing to board a flight from Paris to Algeria. The suspects were reportedly identified through DNA tracing, and now the focus turns to getting back the stolen jewels before they're destroyed.
I think the main thing now is whether they can recover the jewels. That's what really matters.
We're also learning more about the heist itself. The guard who recovered a priceless crown left behind says the theft could have been much worse, but the thieves were surprised at the quick response by Louvre security.
I'm certain that it was the thieves' panic at seeing our colleagues arrive that made them lose their composure.
Meanwhile, Louvre officials are reporting long lines full of tourists who want to see the area where the heist took place. The room itself is still closed as the investigation continues, but tour guides say that's not stopping people from trying to get a glimpse.
It'd be nice to find a few diamonds that they may have missed or dropped on the way out.
We also got kind of inspired, so we plan our heist for the next year.
Police say they've confirmed a total of 4 people took place in the robbery. Now they're analyzing DNA samples, hoping to find the other 2 suspects. In Paris, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
Well, the president is overseas this week with a lot at stake for the U.S. In today's Political Minute, News Nation chief Washington correspondent and host of The Hill, Blake Berman, previews a big meeting with China.
So will the U.S. and China strike a deal? I'm Blake Berman, host of The Hill on News Nation. President Trump is in Asia this week, meeting with leaders from countries in the region. All eyes focused on Thursday when he's scheduled to meet with President Xi Jinping of China in South Korea. The Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent signaling over the weekend that a framework deal is in place for Trump and Xi to consider. The 2 leaders haven't met in person since 2019, but both countries have been negotiating a range of issues in recent months. Some of the key items up for discussion include rare earth minerals, which are key to everyday items like cell phones and computers. China has threatened to export controls over its vast supply. Agriculture, another hot button issue. U.S. soybean sales to China have effectively stopped since tariffs began. The sale of the Chinese-owned company TikTok, ending the flow of fentanyl, and shipping fees are also up for negotiation. I'm Blake Berman, and this is the News Nation Political Minute.
Well, Halloween spirit is alive and well at one of Central Illinois' most famous homes. Soderstrom Castle in Peoria is decked out once again, this year with a young Frankenstein theme. The castle is known for going all out every October with hundreds of decorations filling the lawn and yard. The castle's owner, Dr. Carl Soderstrom, says thousands of people stop by each and every year to take photos and soak in the spooky scene.
Decorations, we just always get last year's out and add to it. So every year we get a few more decorations and thousands, literally, of thousands of people come. So we're excited about that. It's a great time of year.
Dr. Soderstrom says the castle will stay decorated through Halloween night. He plans to keep adding new pieces of decorations every year. And here's some news you can use now. Halloween is right around the corner, and trick-or-treaters will fill the streets this Friday. Bloomington and Normal's police departments are collaborating on some tips to keep you safe. First, never cross the road without a crosswalk. You should also wear some reflective clothing over your costume to make sure that drivers can see you. Those are things like glow sticks, using flashlights, or reflective tape. You can put that on your treat bag or your costume. Use face paint instead of a mask. Masks can sometimes restrict your eyesight. Only go to homes with a porch light on, which means those are participating in handing out candy. And then once you get back to your house, make sure to check all of your treats. Any brand names you don't recognize or open packaging should be discarded.
Have parents check in on the candy, on the treats. They can make a decision on their own. I would say probably things that are homemade may not be the best to hand out to kids if you don't know who the kids are. Maybe save those treats for families that you know.
If you are celebrating Halloween with a party that involves alcohol, never get behind the wheel and find a safe ride home.
All right, expect increasing clouds tonight. Temperatures dropping back into the mid-40s. Going to be a nice quiet evening across the area. Will be cloudy tomorrow. Can't rule out a few stray showers or even light sprinkles throughout the day with a high of 57. Believe better rain chances arrive tomorrow night. It's not going to last too long, though, as it all clears out Wednesday morning, leaving us with some gusty winds. The rest of the extended forecast, not half bad. Seasonal temperatures, highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Before we go, there is one more Halloween celebration that we want to share with you. Meet Aaron Legacy, a Peoria man with multiple wiener dogs who likes to celebrate the holiday. This year, he dressed up as an inflatable wiener dog to walk his two dogs, Richard and Marvin, around the neighborhood. His wife originally posted this video on Facebook with the caption, "Rock and roll and wiener patrol," leaving many to question who was who, the tiny dogs or the large dogs. A pretty cute and cool way to end our show. Thanks for joining us here tonight at 9. We hope you have a great rest of your evening.